Hi there guys, this is Chris Coney speaking and welcome back. Now in this lesson, I'm going to talk to you about what I would deem to be the number one personal favourite tool of mine, Fibonacci lines. Now this is because I'm the type of guy that governs his life with universal principles and natural laws. And because Fibonacci lines fit squarely into that category, there is no wonder that I love using them so much in trading. To me, it's just another opportunity to apply natural laws to yet another area of my life. So just as a quick aside, the Fibonacci sequence, it's generated from a mathematical formula, and it produces this ever-widening spiral pattern. Right? No one really knows where it came from, but it's a mathematical constant, and it's used all throughout the natural world, from plants to shells, storm formations, even right up to spiraling galaxies. I mean, I've kind of prepared this a little bit. If you just Google Fibonacci in nature, you'll be amazed at how universal this pattern is. It's hidden in plain sight everywhere. So, by all means, if you find this interesting beyond its application in trading, study its wider implications for yourself. But for now, let's just see how we can use it to reveal the hidden patterns in our chart analysis. I'm going to use ADA BTC for this because ADA has this nice big run up here, which provides some good data upon which to draw these Fibonacci lines. Now, you would think that we'd click on the indicators tool for this. However, Fibonacci analysis is so important, it gets its own button on the left. So if we open up the submenu here on the Fibonacci tool, you'll not be surprised to see that there are many different flavors of this. And the one we want to use is Fibonacci retracement lines. So what these do is they reveal hidden levels that act as support and resistance. So after we've selected the tool, like I just did, we need to make 2 clicks in order to draw the Fibonacci lines. One at the start of a run and the other one at the end of the run. And this can be done in either direction, right? Here it's going to be on a uptrend, but you just do the same thing in reverse in a downtrend. So I'm going to click once at the bottom of this run and then click second time at the top of the run, like so. Now I always take the low of where it starts and then I connect it to the high of where it ends. And if you're someone like me that likes a high degree of precision, then you'll notice now we've got this little settings menu that applies specifically to the tool we've got active right now. If we click the cog icon to go into the settings, we can actually change the coordinates of where it starts and where it ends to precise numbers. So how we do this is, you remember these 4 numbers at the top here, the open, high, the low, and the close? Well, they change depending on what we've got our mouse hovered over. So if I hover my mouse over this candle here, where it starts, I'm going to highlight this price number 1, delete it, and I'm going to leave my cursor in there, but at the same time I'm going to wave my mouse over the day, or the day candle, or in this case the candle where it starts, and then I'm going to read the low number from up here. So I can't point to it at the same time, like I have to wave over it and I see it's 0.000517. It's actually 5117. And then I click, oh, that's not right, is it? I've done that wrong. How many zeros was it? It was 1 extra 0. Is that right? There we go. That was right. So you got to get it right, and it was obvious that I got it wrong. So that's where it starts, and then I do the same for the high price. This is weird because it has a load of zeros in it. 0.00005931, because we're measuring in satoshis, remember. So it's not going to move much, but because when you place it by eye, it's not perfect. But when you do it like this, it then will be absolutely perfect. Now you see the circles are on both ends of the line. So I want to click away, and then I might want to lock the chart to avoid messing it up, because then you can't move it, right? So once you've got it precise, you don't have to do that again. Now, immediately, you can see some hidden levels have been revealed. It's called a Fibonacci retracement line because it's mapping the various levels that the price could potentially pull back to, basically like retracing its previous steps. Like if you got lost in a cave, you would retrace your steps. So this run-up, when it retraces its steps, it will come back to any one of these levels. We've talked previously about price cyclicity and the fact that markets, they breathe in and they breathe out. What we want to really know is how far they are likely to breathe out before breathing in again. That's what we want to know. And the Fibonacci lines can help us with this. Now you see that the top and the bottom lines, they're colored gray. And then there are these 5 colored levels in between. And this is calculated by this Fibonacci formula. So we don't have to do any of the hard work. It's literally just 2 clicks on the bottom and the top, and all these levels are revealed for us. Now these are all measured in percentages. And each time the price reaches one of those levels, it has pulled back by that degree. So in this particular example, ADA, which is actually a coin called Cardano, but it's got a different, the abbreviation doesn't bear any resemblance to the name of the actual coin. It pulled back to the 38.2% level, and it acted as support. You see these 2 candle lows? The price couldn't break that level of support, and it's now gone up from that. And now we see, at the top end, we see that it's actually struggling to break the 23.6% line, which is acting as resistance. The strongest lines in my view are typically the 38.2% line, which is this one, and the 61.8% line. If this pulled back to this level, the 61.8% line, that means there is now almost a 40% discount on the price as compared to the top here. And that 40% discount is likely to attract a lot of buyers because it seems cheap, right? And that's why the price is likely to stop there, because a lot of buyers will rush in and start buying it, which is generally how support works. If it seems like it's undervalued, that attracts the buyers to it. And when it's overvalued, that attracts the sellers. Now, if the price gets to the 100% level, which is down here, well, that means it's completely retraced its steps and it's back to where it started, basically. If this runs on, however, and it breaks through the previous high up here, which is the 0% level, right? The 0% retracement. If it breaks that, and then it would set a new high, wouldn't it? Now that would be cause for you to adjust the lines to include that new data. So just for argument's sake, if I change the scale here and then just unlock the chart, it would mean that I might have to grab the top of this Fibonacci retracement line and then move it up like this to wherever the new high was, right? I'm just going to undo that and lock it again. So you get the idea. Well, obviously can't do that yet because the new prices have not been revealed. Markets are fractal, remember. So you can apply this, the Fibonacci retracement lines, to any time period, and it works exactly the same. Just in the same way that a galaxy, which is enormous, can implement the Fibonacci sequence right down to something as small as an egg or a flower. So it doesn't matter what the scale is, it works no matter what. So I just used the 1 hour chart to demonstrate because this was a good example of how it actually works, but we're sticking to the daily chart in this course. But I just wanted to press on you again this idea that markets are fractal. Right? It doesn't make a difference what time scale you're looking at. It looks the same at every scale. In summary then, this tool, the Fibonacci retracement line, it's a shortcut to finding these hidden support and resistance levels where the price may stop, and may stop in either direction, right? And that can be incredibly valuable when making our trading decisions. And like I said, you also want to periodically delete and then redraw your Fibonacci levels as and when new uptrends or new downtrends appear. So go and play with the Fibonacci retracement tool and be suitably amazed. And that's all for this lesson. So until the next one, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.